Everybody, welcome to a casual and readings with Mark, the amazing spirit whisperer. Hello, Mark.
Hi there, kiddo.
How are you?
Fine. So happy to see you
I
on
am
this
happy to
beautiful
see you.
Wednesday morning.
Yes,
What's
and
it?
we were chatting because it's gotten a little chilly.
Yeah. Yeah, we
So
dropped 30 degrees here in Kentucky in one day, which is a couple of days ago now, but it stayed dropped, which
yeah,
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it too. I don't mind the cool weather. It's the switch that's a little weird, and it's like, ooh, okay. So,
Yep, yep.
and I'm Taro Stash. Hello, everybody. Please remember that this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not make any decisions based upon what we say. Seek professional assistance, really. And so, um, so you've been good
Turn
overall.
up, light the lights. Well, it's for entertainment purposes only. Yeah, I've been
Yes,
doing pretty good.
good.
Hanging in there one day at a time. What can you say?
Yes, and okay. And Sandy said, "OMG, I lost Mark's YouTube information. He's amazing. Glad I found him. Reading on my cat was 100% spot on."
Thank you, Sandy. I'm happy about that. I don't remember the cat's name, but go over there. My channel's called Spirit Whisperer, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss
Yes,
it.
yes. And both Mark and I do private readings, so reach out to us.
Yep,
There's also ways to support the channels,
yep.
so do that. And we have amazing people who are watching, so thank you, thank you, thank you. And and Jean says, "I love your glasses," or Jen says, "I love your glasses," and um, it's like, Mark, you look phenomenal, baby.
Hi, Hershey. Yeah, I have my little fuzz on today. I was feeling just a little bit kittenish, so I wore my little Halloween. Look at her. Isn't she cute? She's all decked out for
Yes,
Halloween.
yes. Oh, and Sandy did say that her pet's name was Maggie
Oh,
or
Maggie.
Maggie.
Yep.
So
Oh, I'm so happy it was good
yes.
and it worked out.
All right. So Mark and I are doing readings today, and put them in capital letters so that I can see them, and we are going to answer the questions in random order. We will
Random.
do as many readings as we can. So it's like so and but what do you got coming up on your channel, Mark? Anything exciting?
Uh, well, the next thing I'm doing is I'll be on Meeting of the Mediums tomorrow afternoon at 5:30 Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
And that's with Allie or Alice and another reader. I'm not sure who I'm reading with, but that's always fun over there. And so you can come and ask questions. And that's the only outstanding thing other than my regular Saturday show
Excellent.
at 4
Excellent.
o'clock Eastern.
And all right. Capturing the readings. Oh, and Diana, oil painter, Wonder Woman is here. And
Wonder
um,
Woman.
yes. And oh my gosh, I loved that show. Diana and Angela and I are doing a show tomorrow about corn dollies. So
About
that
who?
about corn dollies, making corn dollies.
Oh, corn dolls, like dolls out of corn husk or something.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes,
There you go. Look, I knew
exactly.
what it was.
Yes. So
That'll be fun.
yes, it'll be a lot of fun. All right, so we're getting some questions, and Sandy Johnson. We'll start with Sandy, and then next is Jen Bowles, visionary gal. So Sandy, tomorrow I have a job interview tomorrow. Will I get the job?
Sandy Johnson. Uh-oh, got a doctor's appointment. Well, thanks for stopping by, Hershey.
She's voting for the first time
Her
in her
live.
life.
Yep, sorry, we read that simultaneously.
Love that.
Yeah, have fun. It feels good when you vote. I'm telling you. I always
It
feel
does.
great every time I vote. I just feel like, yes.
Yes. And Russ Bob's Barbara's birthday is today.
Hi, Libra. Libra sister. It's my birthday month, too. I like to call it my month.
Yeah, your birthday was earlier this month.
Yep, first day of October. I didn't do a lot, just got older, you know. And I'm waiting for the wisdom to show up. All righty, let's see.
Well, I think this is I'm feeling that this is going to be a pretty decent pretty a decent interview. At least you're going to be able to show your good skills because I got the magician. I also got the fool. So you need to help them understand that you're willing to take that leap of faith. They should take the leap of faith in you. And then I got the King of Swords. So you may be interviewing somebody who is all of that and knows everything. But the interview is going to go pretty well overall. I think you're going to be one of the final candidates, I think. So,
Yep.
What do you have for Sandy?
Well, I also got the fool, which,
Yeah.
would be like starting off on a new, adventure.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be a yes card, You might not hear immediately. It might take a few days, I feel like, because I think there's several people interviewing or something.
Yeah.
It also feels like they might be hiring more than one person. Then I pulled these other cards and I got the gamer, which that would make me feel like, yes, I'm going to step up to the desk and do the job. I don't know if this is a job. Oh, you expect several interviews. So this all looks good. You mentioned the several interviews. That's why I think I got the temperance card, because it's not just immediately. You don't just find out immediately. There's interviews and yeah, that feels more like it. That also explains this card. That's the conspiracy theorist. It says there's like little steps you have to go through. Then I got to go fill this out. Then I got to go talk to these people.
Yeah.
And all that. But I also got the LARPer, which would make me think that you're going to step into this costume, into this job, into this, service. So I felt pretty good about it. Might take a minute or two to get the word, but I feel like they're hiring more than one too. So feels good.
That's great. Good luck, Sandy. Let us know. And thank you, Mark. And so Jen is next. And then we have Wiki. So, and Jen said, may I have a reading for the next 2 weeks, please?
Jen.
And Sandy did say there are 4 open positions.
Oh.
So.
Good. Yeah, I think you're probably going to get one of them. Feels like it. I didn't get any, like, toss this in the garbage and forget about it or anything like that. There was no, like, negative cards at all. So
I didn't either. I got all of mine were good.
Yeah.
So.
Because I would tell you.
So would I.
Yeah. Reading for the next 2 weeks for Jen.
Jen, I am wondering if you're spending a lot of time overthinking things, overcomplicating them, feeling And if you are, because I got the devil, I'm curious as if these next 2 weeks you're going to be thinking doomsday scenarios, sort of things. Stuff isn't going well, but what's nice is right after this, I have temperance, where toward the end of those 2 weeks, Jen, you're going to be able to start finding your balance again in a new way. And it's going to be a bit of I don't know, in 2 weeks. No, it'll be after the 2 weeks for the election. But I'm feeling a lot of temperance is a key card. But boy, I also have the 10 of Swords. A lot of overthinking, but you're done with that. It's time to move on. It's time to ask some people for some help. You need some support there, Jen. So,
Yeah.
not overthinking right now, but maybe could be. Okay. It also, I'm also feeling, Jen, it'll be really important in the next 2 weeks to be getting out and doing some stuff outside, taking care of your body, paying attention to your body. So because I got the 5 of Pentacles, and I got the 8 of Pentacles. So if you're starting some exercise routine or some healthy habits, keep working at that. So, good. Asking for people for help. Yes. Good. Good.
Jen, do you have a partner? Husband, partner, whatever? I'm wondering. Because the cards seem to be talking about relationship. That's not the way they show it. Yeah. Outside. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Something about no partner, open to one. Oh, okay. There you go. Because I get this partner energy coming in. Oh, yeah. And now more of it. So you're saying for the next 2 weeks, well, that seems awful soon. I feel like there's somebody coming in the relationship department.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Because I got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups.
Oh.
And the world in between you. So it's like, for me in this reading, I feel like it's coming together in the world. Like you haven't, you're finally meeting up. Let's say that. The King and the Queen are meeting. Like they've crossed, they've crossed the world to get to you, whatever. Then I also get the Two of Wands.
Oh.
Which, me, guys, I kind of read more from picture than always the meaning of the card. But this for me is like, there is somebody looking for somebody like you. There's a return energy for what you're looking for. And then the Ace of Cups. Look at all that cup energy.
That's a lot of emotion.
Yeah. And King of Cups, Queen of Cups, love, and it's love energy, emotional, I'd say satisfaction or gift. So the cards just wanted to talk all about that. I don't know. Maybe you're going to meet somebody in the next 2 weeks or something. If you do,
return as in they match me or from my past.
I don't know what that means. Did I say return? No, I thought what I mean is there's somebody out there that's looks like a partner potential to me. That's like a fit for you. I don't know. I would say if by some reason you do meet somebody, pay attention, look at them, think, oh, that's interesting. But I don't know. I kept thinking the cards might be showing me something else, but they just kept doing the old love energy.
That's a lot of love and a lot of emotions there, especially with the king and the queen with the world in between.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
so,
Which,
but yeah.
sometimes what you might think of the world as an ending. So that's why I was wondering about if you already had a partner, but this is more like coming together, from two parts of the world together.
Mhm. Like return feeling that match or someone from past returning back. I don't think it's from the past. I think this is a new and exciting opportunity.
That's new. This
Yeah.
is a new guy looking for somebody, looking for something new. And it's
Mhm.
interesting that I got the world card and then here he is looking at the world. I don't know. It's interesting.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
So I think it's somebody new. I don't think it's old from the past. I don't get that at all.
Mhm.
The only other card that when I was putting them away is just the Ace of Pentacles. So two aces, cups and pentacles.
Yeah.
So, it's satisfying to the heart and to the body. Maybe. Anyway,
Yes. I
something
like
to
that.
think about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jen. And Wiki's up, and then we have Mother Nature. So, Mother Nature, let us know that you're here. And I know Wiki is here. And Wiki said, may I have a message from my guides for the rest of the year? Thank you.
The end of the year will be here in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. For Wiki, she's got that little darling puppy face on her thumbnail.
Thank you, Mother Nature.
Temperatures rising.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, I have been mixing my cards, but I keep getting major arcana. And Wiki, toward the rest of the year, it's you working on you trusting your inner goddessness. I have the high priestess, the power that is within you. That's a really key thing. And then I have the magician. So I have the high priestess and I have the magician. So card 2 and card 1. So interesting. The magician has a lot of the tools, and there's a lot of wisdom in this magician, and there's also a lot of wisdom in the high priestess. And then I have the 3 of Cups. I'm wondering if you're going to meet some people who share your insights, your spirituality, somebody who is going to help energize you, and somebody who's going to support you. I don't know, maybe a teacher of some kind. Maybe you'll find a new book. And then I also pulled a card from the Tarot of Curious Creatures, and I got the Fool. So, Mark, this is really interesting for Wiki because before the end, for the rest of the year, I have a 0, I have a 1, I have a 2, and I have a 3. So it's a great, it's a great progression. So I love that.
Yeah, I do too. Let me pull one more card before I spill it. So, like we're talking about from now to the end of the year. Oh yeah, of course that card would come out. Right. So it's not super action packed as far as a lot of things for you to do. The first thing I get is there's this opportunity, and this is probably talked about all of us, but I get it for you as well. I know I'm going to do it, but it's talking about there's an opportunity, between now and the end of the year to stop and be grateful for the things you have and what you've received. So you get this 9 of Cups, this satisfaction of it's been a rock and rolly year, but overall, you've had good come. You've had positive development.
Yes.
And see how he's sitting there staring at his wealth, his good, and he just stopped for a minute. So it's just take the time to be grateful. Of course, Thanksgiving's coming, which reminds us, and also harvest but just to actually do a gratitude, like like she says every morning. Yes, sweetie,
Yes,
and
every
that's
morning.
important.
That's good.
Uh, so I feel like just it's going to be kind of a relaxing time, a time when energy's settling. So I do get this Three of Wands because you're preparing for movement,
Mm-hmm.
but it feels like it's coming with the new year. Like, this waiting for your ship to come in, but it's there it is, and it's coming right up. The reason I'm saying it feels like there's a respite that you just get to relax, sit back, be grateful, enjoy the holidays, however that means for you. And you've had a
Oh,
successful year. It's time to put the crown on. Give yourself credit for all the work you've done, because then we're going to be moving into action, um, opportunities, steps to
yeah.
take. You're
Yeah.
actually creating a new life for yourself, a new way of being in the world. Um, and you're going to see it even more realized in the new year. And I'm talking about like I don't mean way down in the new year. I mean, Happy New Year. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. I love that because that, my cards, I had three major arcana. So there's still a lot of stuff going on, and it's early stuff in the major arcana. And then it's going to really set things up to be great for 2025. So, and I have been working on manifesting, so both readings make perfect sense. Well,
And see, that's that thing too. Like, I like that. This is why I love for people to be here when we're reading, because then when you comment, it adds more depth to it. But it was like that. You've been working so hard on it. Express gratitude, like you say, because a lot of times it's good to be grateful for what you have even before you get it. It's like, I know it's
mhm.
coming, so I'm grateful already. And then, the sun, you start reaping in
Yep.
that new thing to do. So it feels great to me.
Yeah, I mean, and all of the magic of the magician and the high priestess. Oh yeah, it's doing all of that work.
Right. And kind of sitting in this King of Wands throne. I would like it better if it was the Queen, but it's your connection to higher power. So sometimes the King of Wands, and Wands are spirit body for me. So it's like, the top of the
Hmm.
spirit guidance kind of thing. And so you're connecting. It's that connection that's putting you in this new seat. But they're
Oh
about to hand
yeah.
you the I pulled the before tarot, but they're about to hand you the wand to, the control of your own life.
Hmm.
I love it in this card because there's not usually ever a lion
Hmm.
in the King of Wands, but it's also talking with you about your connection with nature. I know you've been working on that. And that's also at the foundation, the ground, that's been an important part of this. So I don't know, it's interesting.
That's great.
It talks to me about you connecting to source through nature and through the higher realms.
Hmm.
Yay.
Thanks, Wiki. All right, so we're going to try to do as many questions as we can. Next up is Mother Nature. Then I have Kevin S. Birdwell, Hypnicity, Russ Bob's Barbara, Co-Hippie Hiker, Candace, Gray, Linda, Emily, Lorenz, Bradley, and Janet DC. So please let me know that you're here. And I did see Mother Nature was here.
Yeah.
So, and will my oldest daughter, Carlene, be ready to get married again someday?
Temperatures rising.
Now I'm going to be singing that dang song
The
the whole time.
barometer's going low. Oh, I love that song. I can listen to it over and over if I'm in the mood. Well, I keep thinking about that because they're called the Weather Girls.
Yep.
And they dressed up like Mother Nature in it. So that's why I keep.
Yes.
2 Tons of Fun was also their name, those ladies.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to look around, what's going on. I think will your daughter, Carlene, be ready to get married again someday? Right now, she's weighing things, whether or not it's going to be worth it to get married, because I have the Justice card. And this is like, she may not want to get married. She may just want to have, I'm going to be blunt, Mother Nature. My apologies. She may just want to have a thing. And be fine with that, because I've got the Four of Wands, which is she may have more than one thing. And guess what? She's perfectly happy with it. So I think what's also interesting is I have the Ace of Pentacles, but if she does want to get in a relationship with someone, she's going to do so with with wisdom behind her that she didn't have before. It's almost like there'd be a prenup or something like that, and a lot of therapy. But what'd you get, Mark?
Well, I feel like at this current moment, it's not the first thing on her list.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's feeling just a little bit over it.
Yes.
Like that the last adventure left her battered and bruised and not feeling all that great. However, there is a possibility that a little white knight might swoop in to try to sweep her off her feet. So I get this Knight of Swords. It's different energy. It's pretty aggressive, but I'm not saying that like in a negative way, but forward moving, would pursue.
Mm-hmm.
But even that, she'd be more interested in friends with benefits rather than marriage.
Yep.
Right off the top.
Yep.
Because she doesn't want to lose her own sense of self or independence. It feels like that other time, and it was too much bossiness and stuff, and she didn't like it in the end. So she'd be hesitant because,
Yeah.
well, I don't want to lose who I am. I'm not giving that up again. Now, Mother Nature. Then I got 2 other cards. The Empress, which wants to hint to me that she might have a baby. There might be another child. I don't know how old your oldest daughter is. Because I got the Empress and the Lovers together. So, no, that feels like there's something. It might be that, who knows? This is for entertainment purposes only. Don't make any decisions on things I say. But I don't know how old your oldest daughter is, but it might be that she's going to have another baby somehow in here.
Mm-hmm.
From this white knight that comes dashing in. So lovers, that would be a partnership. They
Yeah.
like each other, so it would be a good, but I didn't get like a marriage card really. So I don't know. Who knows? Um, maybe they'll just be, partners.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good point.
Oh, she's 38. Yeah, that's getting up there. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that left her feeling like I'm done with that.
Oh my God. And that's my first card, the Justice card. She is totally over it. She's got wounds to heal. So, yeah.
Now, that card could also mean there's a guy that comes in who has a kid.
I thought about that when you said there's a kid. There might be somebody that she meets where um
So then she becomes
it's
like his
good.
mother. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Because that's why I was wondering about the age. I'm wondering, is she like up to have a kid? I don't know. Uh, one of my cousins had a child in her 40s. But she shouldn't have kids. Yeah. So that, when you tell me your age, I'm hearing that could be meeting somebody who has a kid. There does feel like there's some kind of knight on a white horse coming in, kind of. So I would say a male energy that's different than the one she had before, and feels more positive, because she don't want that other energy again. She'd be a lot more cautious about it. Yeah, yeah, I got you, sweetie. That's why I think that we're looking more at being like a stepmother or something, if
Yes.
that were to pan out like that. Yeah.
I was just checking with my pendulum if she's going to meet someone who has a child, and I got a subtle yes.
Okay.
So
We'll see about that.
thanks, Mother Nature. And I did not see Kevin S. Birdwell. Kevin, if you're here, let us know. Hypnicity is next, and then Russ Bob's Barbara. Hypnicity says, why does Rascal, 15-year-old lad, keep pulling my adjustable bed plug out of the light bar?
Uh, Rascal. I think he's being a rascal. No, it's a little name. Maybe you named him appropriately. Rascal. 15-year-old lab.
I actually I got this. He's playing. He wants some attention in a different way because he's mature, but and he needs a little bit of play. And I'm also feeling you need a little bit of different play. It's like you and Rascal need to spend some time together. She is a well-behaved dog usually. Well, of course she's a well-behaved dog, and she is still well-behaved. She's trying to get your attention because she wants some different time. She wants some different time. That's weird. She wants some time with you that's different than what it was before. She wants, it's almost like, oh, now I'm just starting. And she says, aha, that makes sense. It's almost like she wants to take you on an adventure so that you can find something. She wants to do that explore thing. Her nose needs, I mean, I see a nose, twitching, like sniffing. So
Yeah.
she's bored. Yep.
First of all, she feels so lovable. Her energy, I would love her, I know, immediately, and I'd have to hug her neck and give her a kiss. That's just me. But it's mostly play. She figured out how to do it. It was like surprising. I can pull this out. And so, my first card, creativity, play your own song. So she's playing. It's something she figured out how to do. It's kind of like a doggy toy. And then she kind of looks to you for a reaction or interaction about it. You go, why'd you Why are you pulling that out? It creates a little bit of a rise. You acknowledge her doing this little thing, and then she thinks she's cute. It's like figuring out how to do something and redoing it over and over. Like Buttercup loves to take one of my shoes and go put it somewhere, and so I'm constantly going, where's my left shoe? I cannot find it. And she'll just do that over and over. But this is kind of a play thing. It's interaction. It's about getting a rise out of you a little bit. And she thinks it's funny or fun. Because I bet she's kind of waggy and stuff about it. Like, ha ha.
Yep.
It's like something that just she figured out. And then it's like, I can repeat it. I can do it. I know how to do this. You go, and pull it.
Yep.
It's like when they learn how to open a gate or something, then forevermore, they're going to open the gate forevermore.
Because
like,
they can do it.
Yeah, I figured it out now, and there's no way of going back. It's a little bit like that. Now you could say, please don't pull out my plug.
Yeah.
But, I'd say, oh, look at you, how smart you are, and what a little rascal you're being, rascal. But maybe don't bite up my plug. That was funny, though. I liked it.
I love that. That's a lot of fun energy.
Lots of energy. She is a little bit. There's a little bit of that hee energy.
Yes.
It's cute, though.
All right. Thanks, Ethnicity. Russ Bob's Barbara. And then next up is, I believe it's Colorado Hippie Hiker. And I see Emily is here and Janet DC. I'm waiting to hear from Candace Gray. I think Linda's here. And then I'm still waiting to hear from Kevin. So how's my autumn going to go? And
autumn. There's Emily saying yo. And there's Hippie Hiker.
Thank you.
I think.
And questions are closed for this session, everybody. Links are below on how you can do donations. So, and the MLR, I agree. It is nice to see the two of us together.
Yes. I always love being with Gerald.
Yes. So,
one of my favorite like-minded boyfriends on the YouTubes.
And I have actually said this before, and I will say this in front of my husband. That Mark is pretty dang cute. He's not in my city, and I'm married, so it's okay.
As long as I keep all my clothes on. No,
I just want to look at your decks. Your decks.
Well, that would take you a while because I just telling you earlier, I need to do a big day long. Let's organize this because I'm getting a little discombobulated with all my fine decks.
Yes. Okay, so Russ Bob's Barbara, happy birthday, by the way. What your autumn looks like for you is your autumn looks like really kind of nice, to be honest with you, because I have the Three of Wands. Your ship is coming in. You're going to start getting some of the energy that you've been putting out there. It's going to show back up to you. Let people spoil you for your birthday. And by the way, I'm a person who I believe that you should celebrate the number of days you are years old. So there you go. And you can blame me, Barbara. So your ship is coming in. You're starting to spend some time alone and with your thoughts and your emotions. If you're doing some journaling, gratitude journaling, keep doing that because I have the Ace of Cups for you. You are also, because you're doing this, because what's happening is you're getting yourself ready to be able to apply justice in that big picture. So,
what is that deck?
This is the Ink Witch Tarot.
The Ink Witch. Okay.
Ink Witch. It's beautiful. I just had Eric on my channel yesterday, and it's beautiful.
Did he make them?
He did.
Oh, cool.
Yes, it's great. And Gray, I see you. Thank you.
You always never see me.
Yeah, but I see you, Gray. And Tom from Early Ritual is here. So today he's late Ritual because he's not early Ritual.
Okay. Hey, Tom.
So,
Barbara. Barbara said she's here, right? Is she here?
yes, Barbara is here.
Where do you live, Barbara? I'm just curious about that for one thing. Because we're talking about how's my autumn going. I think it's going to be wet wherever you live. There's going to be water there for the autumn. So I'm getting, British Columbia. Oh, okay, great. I'm glad I asked. So it feels like there's a lot of rain or something. I don't know. I know Britain gets rain, but this feels like a lot because I got all this watery stuff. But I also get, when you ask how's my fall going, you get the sun card. It's going to be great. It's going to be a nice, even if there is a lot of rain outside, your personal life is getting like a great boost. It's going to be good for you. Here's also the Ace of Wands. So new passion, new opportunity. It feels like interacting with family, maybe like there might be a trip or travel. This makes me think about seeing family during the fall.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe traveling a little bit. But I get all good energy. The only thing these cups, this cards made me, that's in Canada. Oh, I thought it was in England. Hello. Yeah, I'm not really a scholar.
It's all right. You're pretty. You're pretty, Mark.
Yeah, there you go. That upside down cup and this King of Cups floating on the water. So I don't know. It felt like there's a lot of water maybe happening this fall, like raining.
I have water here, and I have the Ace of Cups. So you're right. A lot of
Ace of Cups. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know why I wouldn't talk about that, but otherwise, I think it's going to be great. I actually feel pretty good about the energy for fall, unless you're a member of the Oompa Loompa team. It might not be so great.
You're giving Oompa Loompas a bad name. I mean,
poor Oompa Loompa.
Poor Oompa Loompas. So thank you, Barbara, and happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
And so next up, we have Colorado hippie hiker Candace Gray. Still waiting to hear from Linda and Emily. So, and Janet DC. We'll try to get through everybody. So give him a 30-day resignation, 8 work days left. I have 5 PTO days I'm planning to take. What advice to get through the end of the month? Every day I go, it is hell. I'm sorry, it's hell. Thank you, Linda. Well, hi, Chris, Elemental Cartomancy. It's lovely to see you, sir. Okay, so what advice do I have for you? I have the 4 of Wands. How you leave a place says a lot about you. Leave it better than you found it, and better than it treated, better than it has treated you. And I would actually say, okay, this is just me being a jerk. I would go in there and radiate so much love and joy and happiness for your freedom without saying, I'm free, I'm free, I'm free, because it's just going to radiate a lot of energy throughout the place. And you also spend a little bit of time thinking about what it is that you're going to be able to do once you're gone. This is the 7 of Cups. You've got a lot of opportunity. The the warning that I have is I have the 5 of Swords. Do not burn all of the bridges. Do not backstab people. Just keep your mouth shut. Don't yeah, just be an adult. I've already got immediate finances lined up good. But I just don't be burning those bridges. Keep your mouth shut. Don't leave that, mystery letter for them to find after you're gone about all the crap that was gone. But so that's what I have for you, hippie hiker.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say, be grateful that you're at this part and that you're leaving, and that, it's your choice too. You're choosing it. So, be empowered by that. I would say in these next 8 work days, think of this as a new beginning rather than the ending. So when you're in there, it's like 7 more days to my new beginning. It's more like that rather than focusing on that. Oh, I hate this freaking place so much. There's also, I feel like there's at least one person or something that you do like or something like that. So, focus on them. But I just get focus on what's ahead, not what you're leaving behind.
Yeah.
So, because the good thing is, now you're ready for this new ship to come in. You had to kind of shed that old thing, and sometimes, I really didn't do my job. Yeah, sometimes the universe just really wants you to make a big change, and sort of the easiest way to do that is make the thing you're in no longer tolerable. So, realize that even in this kind of situation, it's probably meant to work out for your higher good as you look back on it. So they just want you to focus on what you want, not what you don't want. That we're moving forward. I've made a choice. Only got 8 more days. Ha, ha, ha. Like make a happy count instead of, oh no, I've got 8 more days.
Yep.
It's just that simple mind flip. And because I agree with all things Gerald said, about don't really burn bridges and stuff. I know that's tempting when somebody's been jerky, because I feel like it's really like the company.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the other employees aren't really bad. They're under the same crap as you, but it feels more like the boss. I can see why you don't particularly love it. And you're moving on to something better.
Yeah. It's the Hierophant. Yeah, the Hierophant is the principal. I'm like it's the administration, because they had mentioned that they're the 6th teacher to leave this year.
Oh,
so that's a lot. So.
Oh, yeah. See, that's that. You're exactly right. This person's the one that's running it and making other people leave. But you're going to be better off. You're going to find something much better for you that suits not only suits your talents but also suits your heart more. It's like you want to go to school.
Yes.
Or go to, school.
Thank you, hippie hiker. Candace, and then Gray. Could you please read on why my small dog Chewy wants to escape the yard when I'm there and when I'm not there?
Chewy.
Yeah, and Colorado hippie hiker, you love teaching. You're just in the wrong place, and you and the right place will find each other. So that's lovely.
Yeah.
Candace.
Lord knows we need teachers, so I think you will.
Yep.
How old is did you give us his name? No.
What's Chewy?
Oh, Chewy. How old is Chewy? 25 years of teaching. This feels a little bit like that. He's doing it because he can and he figured it out. So he just keeps doing it. It's like we have to do a little bit of escape proofing.
And it also feels like he wants to get out for a bit of an adventure because he's curious. He needs to make, I don't know if Chewie,
Yeah.
if Chewie is a boy, but Chewie needs to make sure the neighborhood knows that he owns the neighborhood. So he needs to be going out there and doing all of that stuff. So,
Right.
I've not seen Candace reply yet on how old.
They're
10.
still 10.
10.
Well, it's something he knows how to do. And so he's going to continue to, dig out or whatever he's doing because he's just not respecting the boundaries. So we might talk to him, Chewie, and talk about how the boundaries are for our home and our family, and we need you inside the boundaries to protect our family. You're the member here, and part of your job is to watch over our yard and our home and our family. So I need you to stay in on the inside, to keep things over there from coming in. But I need you don't need to go over there and fuss at them. I need you to stay on this side and let them know. So talk to him a little bit about that. It does help a lot of times to give them a job, like an assignment, because they want to please you. In this way, he feels like it's that same thing. I know how to do it, and so I'm doing it.
Candace says he's a climber too, or he's a climber.
He climbs over. Okay, yeah.
Mark, I have to jump in here because that idea of giving him a job is absolutely the Page of Swords. Yep. He needs an assignment. Refinish him, knight him in order to make sure that he understands the importance that he's doing for the family and his humans, or and so give him a job and make a big deal about it.
Right. That's right. Exactly right. Because they like to live up to your expectations of them. And so even like when you start worrying about, is he going to escape or something, try to put that picture in mind of he protects the yard from the inside. He protects the family, the yard. He's the alarm, the thing between outside the fence and the home. And, his job is to guard it and make sure things don't come over. I think.
Yeah.
He's kind of going over there. Well, mostly because he can.
Yeah.
He's kind of proud of the idea that he's able to do it. Because a lot of times he gets over there and it's kind of like, now what? Or I run around and inevitably you have to come get me, bring me back.
And then it's an adventure.
Yeah.
I also am getting the picture, Mark, of, every time he goes outside, you need to remind him of his duties. And it's almost like you give him, I don't know, you put a special collar on him to let him know that he's going on watch. And then when you see him doing a good job, it's like, yes, that's great. Good boy. So, and get everybody in the house involved.
And does Chewie go on walks outside the fence with somebody? Because the only other thing is I'm getting is that maybe he might want to go on walks a little bit more. So that he wants, we get to go outside the fence or the enclosure, but you got to go with your leash or whatever it is, like that.
Yeah.
So the way I do that, Candace, just real quick, is when I want to talk to the animals, and I have a bevy of them. I'll sit down quietly, like a meditation, breathe, get centered. Uh, the animal doesn't even have to be in the room with you because it's just spirit to spirit. It's what you're doing, right? It's telepathic communication, really. You're talking with your inner communication system. And so a lot of times I just imagine that I have a little stage here and there's a light in the middle. And I ask my buddy, whoever it is, in this case, Chewy, to step up. Let's have a talk. And then they step up. Just imagine it. You don't have to wait for a vision to appear. And then you use your imagination. That also comes through the third eye thing. Imagine he comes and sits on the stage and you're going to have a little talk. Now, I always start the talk with telling him what a good and wonderful and how lucky I am to have him. And, oh, he's very smart. He's a great climber.
Mhm.
All those things. Just what a wonderful, because they like that. They love all the nice compliments. And then you say, but I need you to help me watch the house and protect the yard in the house. So I was wondering if we could stay on this side of the fence because, that makes me feel safer. The home and the family's more protected. I know that you're good at climbing the fence, but I'd rather you not because then there's nobody doing this job that I need you to do. And I wonder if you'd be willing, to do that for me, present it like that and see what he does. And, thank you. Thanks for having the talk like that. Then, now when I do that, then I usually notice some physical change.
Mm.
They offer some different kind of behavior, like they didn't climb the fence and go out one day. And so then you really acknowledge that. Oh, that is so good, so good. And then if he does it again, but then if he goes the next day, then we sit down and we have that talk again. No, I mean every day, not just every once in a while. I need you to say, and just get a little bit clearer with it. Here's the thing, kiddo, and I don't, sometimes that sounds like I'm a crazy person, and I get that. But they read the pictures in your mind. They read the energy behind the words. Much more so than we realize. So when you just take that time, in this 5-10 minutes, that's the most important thing I'm doing is communicating with Chewy.
Mhm.
And that's what we're going to do. Just 5-10, gonna get that across. And thank you. That was that. Wasn't that hard? And then look for a little behavioral change. And sometimes you might have to do it twice. Because I've had that where my pet then will do what I ask them to for a day, like don't pee on the floor or something. And then the next day they pee on the floor. And I go, no, I didn't just mean this one time. No,
Yeah.
no. And so I have to kind of reiterate. And they go, oh, I was sure you meant just one. No, they're trying to get away with it a little bit. No, you misunderstood, my precious darling, ain't you?
Yes. Yes.
I don't like you to be on the floor any days. And so, I've had to do that a few times. But that's the way I do it. And practice makes perfect.
And that's really good advice. I agree, Wiki. Thanks, Mark, for the lesson. Definitely going to try that with my Nico. So that's
And
perfect.
practice it. Don't forget about the doubts and that you're crazy while you're doing it. You can doubt it afterwards if you want to. I don't care. But during the process, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So Gray is next, and Gray has been patient, and Gray's been on my channel hoping for a reading for a while. So I'm broken and can't seem to fix myself. Nothing left in the toolkit, only the pits left. Tank is empty. So what advice?
Terrible.
I'm sorry, Gray. That's really, really tough.
It's great.
It's tough. You're welcome, Candace. And Gray, Emily said that they understand how that feels.
Gray, do you meditate or pray?
Taking the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Because Gray, I have the first card that I pulled, and this is significant, is the High Priestess. This is someone who goes inward, not even depressed about it, Gerald, just spent. You got the High Priestess too?
Yes.
So, Gray, it may be time to try some magic. And I'm going to let you in on something, Gray. I'm actually having a live next Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern, where we're talking about mental health and magic that you can do with that. So you're not even depressed about it. You're just spent. Well, guess what? When the High Priestess gets spent, what she does is she pours herself a cup of tea. She gets a book. She gets her journal, and she sits down and she gets quiet and listens to what words come up and or what scribbles come up, and then she puts those down, and then she closes the book, she finishes her tea, and then gets up, and then she does it again the next day or after that, because I feel like I'm lecturing, but I'm going to keep going, because this is the card of strength and perseverance. I'm going to freak out if you got the strength card, Mark. Okay. But this is the card of being willing to persevere and to show up for yourself even when you're exhausted. And by the way, showing up for yourself even when you're exhausted means one small thing. I got out of bed, I drank a glass of water, I took a shower, I put the dishes away. Because there's a lot of things going on. I get the feeling, Gray. I have the Four of Pentacles. I'm wondering if it's time for you to rearrange your environment physically. Move a chair around, clean up, dust. I'm not saying you have dust. I don't know you, but I'm just saying move the energy around, cleanse the space. Cleanse the space, because you've got lots of new feelings that are coming through, and they're not falling through the holes in your, in your toolkit. They just haven't fully, they haven't fully arrived. So I'm going to pause there and let Mark talk.
Yep. Well, I'm on board there with you, because I got the High Priestess too, and I was going to say that. That's why I asked if you meditate or pray. But I also got it with the moon, so they're doubling down on the unseen world and connecting with that. So I would suggest going to source. I always go to the top, the creator, and say, gosh, dang it. My life sucks. I don't know what else to do. I've tried everything. I've broken all the tools I have in my box. I don't know what else to do. This is the pits. I might as well just eat worms. What's the point? This is the way I feel. Hopeless and helpless. Now, these weirdo psychics told me to go to you and say, what is it about? What is there for me to do? Is there something? Because if there is, I'm at my wit's end here, and I need to figure it out and move forward with it. Yeah, I've tried everything on my own that I know. Maybe you can suggest something that we can do together, because I trust in this unseen energy, and I'm going to try that for a change and just see where it leads me, because you do have tools left, the Nine of Pentacles. You do have what you need to move forward. We just got to look at it in a different way and let go of this idea that you have to do it all on your own. That's kind of what happens. I know when I was at this point in my life, this sucks. and then for me, I was like, I feel like that I came here to be of service or something, and this is just not it. What's happening? Something's missing. And there's just a big thing missing. And the big thing missing was my conscious connection to spirit. Like, I chose to consciously work with, participate, follow the guidance, and see where it leads.
Yep.
Because guess what the other card is? The Fool.
Ooh, nice.
That's what's next. They want you to toss away all the worries and fears, the need to know how to do it and what to do, and just go on the journey. They're going to guide you step by step. You've been this came up upside down because you've been sort of avoiding it or trying everything but that. And that's kind of the way we all do until we finally give up the ghost, toss it out, because you kind of go, well, what else? I don't have anything to lose at this point.
Yeah.
I got an empty tool chest. I feel like crap. Nothing's working. The misery. What have I got to lose? I might as well try it because there's really I couldn't get any worse. So they want you to do that. Now, they ended up with a Knight of Chalices. You were loved.
I got the Knight of Cups too.
Look, we keep drawing the same cards. We've done that now about 4 different readings.
Yeah. And Grace said, and I'm a writer, an excellent one. You two are spot on. And that's my conclusion from this morning. It's post, big, bad burnout and nothing left but spirit.
Exactly so. And sometimes we have to get to that point to say, okay, I give up. Just show me it's dead. I give up. And it's not really giving up. It's letting go of like this control that's not true. It's like something you learned that doesn't really serve you in the end. You have to let go of that and just go, show me a different way. Now, for me, in my life, it completely changed my world.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, Gray, I was weeping when I was talking to the creator about this. I was really, I was at the bottom, like you're saying. And I don't know why we have to get to that point sometimes. But the good news about that is they go, oh, great. I've just been waiting for you to ask.
Yep.
Hallelujah. Come on, buddy. Let's go forward. Yeah.
Well, and sometimes we have to get to that point because then we don't have that baggage slowing us down.
Right.
So, Greg, thank you for being here. I hope that was helpful for you. And Linda Linda Thompson, and then Emily, and then Janet DC. Then we're done.
Okay.
So, you okay with time?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. And trying to psych up for swims or cold showers at least. Boy, swimming in cold water would wake you up. I did that a few times. So, does my my love of my life, Grisman, my profile pic, or my guides have a message about what kind of work I should pursue? Oh, look at that puppy.
And guys, and Gray, I have to remind myself of that thing often. All of a sudden, I'll be in the midst of trying to do something on my own, struggling. Usually I'm worrying about something that I need to create. And then I have to go, wait, that's the wrong way. Mm-hmm. Remind yourself, Mark, to go back to source and get on track, and then I get back on track,
Such good advice.
Let's see about Linda.
Linda, I think this is your guides more than Grisman. I have the Five of Wands, which is the card of an energy exchange. Part of the Five of Wands or fives are about conflict or exchange of energy, depending upon the suit. So I'm wondering if you're arguing with your guides, not listening. I don't. Maybe you're arguing with your, Grisman. But this is what's going on. Here's the thing about it is like when you're a dog and you're playing, and multiple dogs are playing, um, and it's all good because they're all playing, and then it just goes a notch too far one way, and then it turns out into a fight. I think that's the thing that I'm feeling. I also got death, which is a rebirth. It's a transformation. There's some changes that are coming on, and this is oh, I can the Persephone, and I cannot remember the name of that fruit. Pomegranate. So there's a journey, and I don't know if you're in the northern hemisphere, Linda, but if you are in the northern hemisphere, we're getting ready to go we're in the darker part of the year, and so one of the things that's challenging about that is we get depleted. Um, Part of this is the journey. It's the Six of Swords. You're on a path. You are making the journey from one thing to a new thing, to something different. And this one, remember, you're actually rowing the boat. Your guides are really, they're going, well, we can help row if you let us. So,
Yep.
I mean, it feels, I mean, there's transformation coming and moving on. So that's what I have.
Right. So Linda says, what kind of work should I pursue? Well, I'm getting a little bit of the same energy as the last reading, and that's kind of like what Gerald was just saying, because you do get the Fool. So you're feeling like I should pursue something new, and you're about to. But again, confer with the Creator. Here's the thing. They want you to pursue what speaks to your heart, what makes you happy,
Yep.
and what inspires you, what you're personally passionate about. So you got two
I
aces.
love that.
I got two aces a couple times this time. You said, what kind of work should I pursue? So they're saying this. So when you go to the Creator, the King of Love here, and King of Cups, and you say, is there some work or service that it's still for me to do and that I might pursue that really speaks to my heart and my spirit and that I could do? Is there something? I don't know. I don't even know. But if there is, would you show me, please, now, so that I can begin this journey, follow your guidance, take the steps needed, and trust that you'll catch me and I won't fall. I won't fall to my doom. You're not going to lead me to a step that I can't take, right? But it might be different than anything you've pursued up to now, because it's a brand new way of walking on the earth. You're walking with that faith that spirit's with you and will catch you. It has your back, and that's a big thing. It's not easy to keep faith. It's easy when everything's all great and wonderful, but when it's not, you immediately toss it out the window, or some do. It's like, okay, no, I no longer have faith. But this is kind of something that we're all about to do. We're all going to be these little fools marching forward in faith in a whole new way. Now, the fact that you got these two aces, I would say the universe has opportunities right there. They want to guide to you. So that's my best advice, is to ask the universe to bring that next opportunity in front of me so I can step in it.
Yep.
That's what works for me. That's my best advice.
I love that. And Linda did say it felt like Gray's reading was for me too.
Oh, yeah, there was a relationship there.
Yeah.
I immediately felt that. It's like, well, we're basically, but you know, sweetie, in a way, we're all going through that a little bit right now, in different ways. That I can't go on the way I was. I need some kind of adjustment or some kind of a new motivating energy. And that doesn't always mean you're going to change your job and change your house and move, but it's your attitude changes and your faith changes and your belief system changes a little bit, you know, but you're about to move forward on a journey. And I always like the Fool because he always has a little dog with him too. You know, you're bringing that along with you on your journey.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Linda. Okay, Emily is up next, and then Janet, DC, and then I will have to dash.
Yep.
Get a reading about getting counseling. I'm very apprehensive about returning and going to this place my counselor made me sign up for.
Okay, let's see. How's that place? Is that good for you?
Okay, for entertainment purposes only, Emily. The short answer is I actually think this is an okay place for you. It's going to do some. It's going to help you look at some things that have been difficult and challenging. There are people there who will support you through the process. Because I mean, and the last card that I have for you is the 10 of Pentacles, which is a very nice card to end with. That the hard work has shown up. It's done a lot of good work. In the middle, I have the Hanged Man, which says you're reframing things. You're going through a lot of the struggles. The first card that I have for you is the Four of Wands again. So the Four of Wands is a good foundation card for a lot of energy work. And so, Emily, one of the things that I would share with you is when you go to see the counselor, be open and honest and tell them that you are apprehensive about going, because there's a lot of power in that, because then you are being open and honest and right up front. And then that'll also give the counselor an opportunity to address that and to develop a relationship of you finding out what you need for the support. God, and underneath I have the High Priestess. You're going to have to do a lot of your own work in between meetings. It's very powerful. So, and then it's transformative. What do you have, Mark?
Yep, I think it's probably good. I can see why you're hesitating a little bit because you think, well, I don't know that it worked so good the other time and it cost money and I better think about this for a minute. You know, I'm not just ready just to dive right in. I'm a little hesitant. But that's because of back then, you know, not now. Mm-hmm. I do feel like, though, that there's this inspirational energy that you didn't know the other time that's there, like a counselor or something.
Oh.
This King of Wands that's quite fiery, passionate. You like listening to him or her, and it's enlightening, right? I also get the Two of Cups. It's a good partnership. It feels like it does help. It's a good, there's healing. There's this, that medical healing symbol there. It's a good place. It actually it helps you to lay down some burdens.
Oh, I love that.
And put them away. You kind of come in there burdened, but you come out with the King of Pentacles.
I love that.
Right. So, much more balanced and centered in the world. I actually got the King and the Queen of Pentacles as the last card.
Mm.
But it's because that's kind of balancing too, male and female energy coming out more balanced. So then I put the Queen back and I reshuffled, and then she came out again. So I went, okay, well, Queen of Pentacles is like really, that's sort of the result or the outcome of this. So it feels good, sweetie, I think. I was kind of expecting it to say, no, don't go there. Just me, Mark, my brain, I was going, I don't know. But no, I feel all good about it.
And that, share with your counselor that you are apprehensive and talk about it, because that establishes the relationship that you're having, because then it creates this nurturing and safe environment.
It feels like a new counselor too that you didn't know before.
Yeah. It's that fire energy that's necessary. So, all right, Janet DC is here. Hello. Hi, Susan. I looked at my pet cam on the phone last night and saw many little balls of light zooming every which way. Were these orbs? What? Who? I'm going to get out my pendulum.
Yeah. I'm getting I'll let you go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. I feel like nature spirit energy, like fairies or like that kind of thing. They're like a playful energy.
Yeah, I'm not getting orbs per se. And Janet said, I have not seen orbs before. There were enough, I lost count.
Yeah. Well, we say orb, it's like a little light being, and it shows up like a little flipping through. Every once in a while they'll show up on my videos. There'll be like orbs flying past and stuff. But this case seems like it's actually they're playing with the pets. It feels like little, I don't know. A lot of times I get fairy energy around the pet, what I would call fairies. I don't know if that's exactly, but it's like little nature spirits, like little nature angels that hang around the animals. But these are playful, like pixie, sprite, playful energies, trickery, like fun.
Janet said, my friend said fairies.
Oh, yeah, that's what I feel. That's the first word that came to me was fairies. Not like past loved ones. I don't get that. They seem like they come to play with the pets.
I think they're playing with the pet, to be honest with you, is what I get. I get that. I mean, they're being a lot of fun. They're trying to establish a nice rapport. They're trying to get in with the pets just to make sure that they're there. And my cats are always staring at something I can't see, often up at the ceiling. I saw one disappear into the mirror my cats are obsessed with. I think they just are having a bit of fun and playing.
Right. I do too. Moon. I got the moon energy. They're the unseen energies that light up like an orb and fly through. But, like this is like a mythical creature in this picture. It's like a seahorse, but like sea monster. That moon reminded me of an orb flying through, and they're like we don't see them with our physical eyes. You can only see them in this light, and they're like what we would call a mythical creature, or
Yep.
do we even know they're real? But it's like a fairy energy, I think. I love it. I love that you saw it too. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I got the Six of Pentacles, and when you look around, there's like little orbs around them.
Oh yeah, look.
So it feels very entertaining. It feels okay to me. So
yeah, it's nothing negative. Like I just get, finally, one last card. The Ace of Wands, it's like that spiritual energy. It's like a little presentation. There's a rainbow behind it. It's all good. It's playful. It's interesting that you got to see it. I would look more and see what else I saw in there, see if they show up more times. It's fun.
And maybe you got to see them so you know what the cats are doing. And that way there's an understanding. Maybe you could tell the cats to tell them hi.
Right.
Of course, you can also tell them hi, too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I know it's positive. There's nothing like boogaboo about it.
Yeah. So, Mark, this has been wonderful. Thank you. This has been great.
Yeah,
everybody, please go over to Mark's channel and subscribe. Yes. Links are below. Come to my channel and subscribe. Both of us do private readings. And anything you want to say before we head out, sir?
I don't think so. I just hope everybody has a great day.
Yes.
A great week.
Yes. And thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.